For football, indeed, in Chicago, as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Throwing again is Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense, facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front runner in MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Fields. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. First carry for James Conner. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 31, Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 21-0 our score after 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Fields throw taken in by Grant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Murray going to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Missed.
It will not go down. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Four yards remain for second down. Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Here's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy We'll see with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run on first down. Connor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Murray now on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Mike 15, double dog, that's the way. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys, Mike 15, all right? Check tight, check tight, check tight. Sports. 15's the mic, 15's the mic. I got 15. Quick turn.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season. back now at Soldier Field. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack on first down, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw is Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're... Oh, this is blocked. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But And
now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Fields on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun snap. Fields going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Murray. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory. As nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of